Goodbye now. Hey guys, what is up? I'm Max.
I'm Wenji
and welcome back to Reacticorns.
So what are you doing?
Today, we're going to be checking out some people that trusted their gut instincts and it was good.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of these and some of these stories are crazy.
Yeah, and you guys have been really enjoying them and asking for more, so today we have some more for you. Let's check them out. I was at a party when I was in college when two older dudes showed up. The place was packed and most people were drunk. I noticed something was a bit off about them. They never smiled and weren't really talking to anyone. I decided to steer well clear of them.
Great idea.
Always be wary of the older dudes. Finally, someone accused them of feeling around in their back pocket and it turned out they were lifting wallets from drunk college kids. Once confronted, one of the guys stabbed the kid in the stomach with a smallish knife. They left slowly and were never caught. It was pretty surreal. The kid who got stabbed turned out fine.
Well, I mean, you still don't want to be stabbed.
Yeah, and that was good instincts of you, right? Because you noticed something was off. They never smiled and weren't talking to anyone. You don't trust anyone that never smiles. They're most likely a robot.
My name is Pink Unicorn.
Well, robot is acting up. I need to reset you. I find it weird that the story says they left slowly. It's like they stabbed someone and then they were like
walking out in slow motion, like.
Goodbye now.
When I was doing my PhD, I got offered the chance to go to the Central European University Summer School program to do a course that would have been extremely valuable. I even got offered a full scholarship to do the course and free accommodation, etc. A really amazing deal. 2 weeks before I was supposed to leave, I said to my boyfriend at the time that something was telling me I shouldn't go. And I was like, what the heck, brain? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. But the don't go feeling kept getting stronger. So I withdrew from the course feeling stupid for doing it. The day after I was scheduled to leave, my perfectly healthy mom got sick. A week later, she was in a coma, and a week later, we had to turn off life support. Her funeral was a week after that. I would have been away in her last waking moments.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Wait, but that's still a sad story.
That happened so suddenly too.
But like, she had a gut feeling, right? If she had gone, she probably wouldn't have been able to like make it back in time. Dude, but it's still sad. But I guess if it was gonna happen anyway, it's better that you have the last moments, right? Just like if this blue unicorn were to... I'd want my last moments to be in the caring arms of the pink unicorn.
Stroking your face.
And then I could travel to the afterlife in bliss.
No, you're not going there yet.
You would bring me.
Forbid
you would bring me back, right?
Yeah, like this.
Hey. One night at 4 AM, I had a gut feeling to go and make sure all of my doors and windows were properly locked. I checked and 2 of them were unlocked.
Ooh.
So I went ahead and locked them. About an hour later, someone slammed against the front door. When that didn't work, they tried pushing the windows. They left soon after, but I don't know what would have happened if I hadn't gone and locked them. Your gut feeling was
always
right.
lock your doors and windows, guys.
Yeah, that's crazy. Actually, I think there was one time when I was in like a country town. Not me, but like one of my friends was living in like a place where the windows were on the ground floor.
Right.
And someone actually climbed in.
What?
When they were inside as well. And they saw them and they screamed and they ran out the front door.
Wait, who saw them and screamed?
My friend saw them inside.
Okay, she screamed and she ran out.
Yeah, she screamed and then the dude ran out of the front door.
Oh.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything though.
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
It was crazy.
That was scary.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Her gut instincts weren't working.
No, she should have
Locked the window.
I got to the airport early and got something to eat at the restaurant. Boarded the plane, everyone is on, and I suddenly get a feeling of panic. Nothing else. Just panic. I was used to traveling most of the month back and forth every week, so no problems flying. But in this case, I had to get off that plane. I grabbed my stuff, ran past the flight attendant and said, "Don't wait for me, I'll get another flight," and sat down, trying to calm down. The announcement comes over the speaker that they were looking for me. My flight is leaving, it leaves. I watched the flight start to take off. Then it happened.
What happened?
The worst cramps I ever had. I ran to the bathroom. I had food poisoning from the restaurant. I would have been on a 2-hour flight, stinking up the plane while ejecting the contents of my stomach from both ends. I'm sure the entire passenger compartment would thank me though. They do not know. Okay, I thought something worse would have happened.
Well, okay, yeah, at least the plane didn't crash. That's what I was
thought the plane had like a problem or malfunction or something like that.
But yeah, you had food poisoning. Well, I guess if you had food poisoning, it would cause some like panic because something would be, something's wrong with your body. So I guess that was your body talking to you. But good timing. You didn't stink up the passenger compartment.
Yeah,
and
well,
yes.
You'd have to stay in that bathroom for pretty much the whole flight.
True. My grandparents were driving up a steep mountain road behind a logging truck. You already know there's a problem. You're behind a logging truck.
Yeah.
When my grandmother started having a mild panic attack, she kept saying, "Something's not right. Pull over. We need to pull over." So my grandpa did and settled her down. After a few minutes, she was fine and they kept driving. A mile or two up the road, a load of trees had come loose and spilled off the truck.
Oh.
Wow, imagine what would have happened if the car didn't stop and the logs spilled off while you were behind them.
Not good. Well, it's kind of nice that, he pulled over. Because, like sometimes these things happen and the other person just doesn't listen.
Yeah, they're just
like,
"Oh,
don't worry,
it's
you're
fine.
being silly.
We're almost there, dear. Just a few more minutes. Calm your farm."
Just goes to show you should always listen. Got off the subway at night. There was one other person about half a block behind me on my route home. This is a total normal thing and has happened thousands of times. He was a totally normal looking dude and wasn't even following me closely. I just had a bad feeling. Such a bad feeling that when I turned the corner on my way home, I broke into a dead sprint and hid behind a dumpster in the shadows partway down the street. By the time he came around the corner, I was well hidden and could see him from my hiding place. As soon as I saw his reaction to the fact that I wasn't there, I knew I had been right to hide. He started looking for me, muttering to himself. He went up and down the street, looked around the corners. I hid and held my breath until he was gone. It was terrifying. I'm so glad I had that sudden, inexplicable impulse to hide and listen to it.
Dang. That is crazy.
Wow.
That dude was out to get that person.
That's insane.
Well, it was very smart of them to actually wait till he was around the corner before he started running.
Yeah.
Because then it catches that person by surprise. So they're still walking and you get a head start and you can hide yourself.
Yeah.
If you started running before you turn the corner, then that person probably run too.
Yeah.
And be able to see where you hid.
And also he's probably faster than you.
Yeah. That was crazy. That's a crazy story. Not me, but my co-worker. She got a call last week that her sister-in-law didn't show up for work and didn't call or anything. She's been working 3 jobs recently and is complaining she needed a good night's sleep. Co-worker said she probably slept through the alarm clock, but her husband insisted that she go home and check on her because it wasn't like the sister-in-law to just not show up for work. Co-worker was annoyed, but did it since her house was only 20 minutes away. Co-worker gets there and it turns out she had overdosed on some prescription medication and then had a heart attack. Her oxygen levels were extremely low, and paramedics said if my co-worker hadn't gotten home when she did, her sister-in-law would have been dead within minutes. Thank God her husband had felt that something was wrong. Always go with your gut.
Wow.
Crazy. What a story. Saved the person's life, literally.
Yeah, well, it's good that she went to check up on her and like someone cared,
Yeah, it's important to have people in your life that kind of expect you to be somewhere. For example, if I didn't turn up to something, I'd probably just be dead. No one knows where I'm meant to be, apart from Pink Unicorn, of course.
Yeah, but he goes dark for a while sometimes.
Yeah, I could be dead. You don't know. Hopefully you get that gut feeling and save me.
A guy came to the door one day looking for my mom. I was probably 13 at the time. Immediately, I had most of my body behind the door, ready to shut it. I just had this awful feeling about him. He said he hadn't seen her in a long time and he was just coming from church and was in the neighborhood. Okay, so this guy is trying to communicate that he's a good person. That and his weird smile just made me trust him less. I told him my mom was napping. She wasn't. She was at work. So he left a note for her with his name and number on it. I took it and closed and locked the door. Then I looked at the note and immediately recognized the name. It was my uncle. I hadn't seen him since I was 5 when he went to jail for murdering my aunt and cousin.
Dude, that is insane.
Well, at least he didn't force his way into the house.
He could have overpowered, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure, like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I thought it was going to be a stranger, right? But he was actually related. But just, he was a murderer.
Yeah, you don't want to talk to someone even like that, even if you're related.
Yeah. I was at a bar in October of 2013 or 2014. I lived in a particularly rough neighborhood at the time and I was enjoying a few drinks. I had this horrible feeling of uneasiness looming in the back of my mind, so I told my buddies I'm turning in for the night. They called me the following morning and informed me that the bar had gotten shot up and like 3 people were injured. It was about 2 hours after I left, if I recall.
Wow.
Talk about timing. So, good instincts, or you could just be like Blue Unicorn, respectable Blue Unicorn.
Stay home.
Stay home. Don't go to the bars. Don't get drunk. Don't talk to other people.
Be in a unicorn onesie and talk to a camera.
Live in a bubble. See, I can't get shot up if I don't leave the house. That's the hack. I joke, but it's true.
Yeah, it is true. I was walking with my daughter last week and we heard a siren as we approached a crowded intersection. Instead of stepping close to the edge of the street and waiting for the walk light like usual, my daughter stopped well back on the edge of the grass and touched my arm so I would do the same. A full 30 seconds later, a police car came screeching up to the traffic and drove onto the sidewalk to get around the cars stopped at the light. If we had been in the customary pedestrian waiting spot, I don't know that he would have seen us, and I'm sure he wouldn't have been able to stop. I asked my daughter why she stopped so far back and she said, I don't know, I just knew we should. Smart kid. Ooh, daughter saved your life.
Her gut instincts saved your life. But also, what are you doing, policeman?
I know.
Yes, your aim is to like get somewhere quickly and chase the criminal.
But not hit people on the way.
You don't mow pedestrians on the way. That's not your job. That's not part of your job description. Why you do that? Why you do that?
No good.
Well, they're saying smart kid. I don't know if it's smart. It's just good gut instincts. Good sixth sense. Sixth sense.
Very hard to say.
That is a hard sixth sense. How do you say it quickly? Sixth sense. Sixth sense.
No.
Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that episode of people that trusted their gut feelings and were right about them. We'll be back again tomorrow with another episode.
And we'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.
Guys, love you.
Pet.